If you would like to participate in the shoutouts, just leave a like on the video, be subscribed, and leave a comment below. But before we get into this 5-minute review, let's go ahead and do the shoutouts from the last video. All these links will be in the description below. Go check out their channels. So, Not Like Others, Tiny Ariel Pearl, Little Chop Sauce, Israel Tech, Yellow Sea Life, Smasher Rex, Indian Baron, The Catalyst Rider, Pankaj, Trent Terry and Friends, Petrov Music, Animic Poodle, Mina Benarsi, Ice Gamer VN, Lumpy Klutz, and The Implementer. So, all these people, go check out their channels. It's going to be in the description below. So, keep it high, keep it tight. It's Jay Morse, the review guy. This game has been everywhere. It's swept everything for months now, and I just recently gave it a try. I don't usually review video games. I plan to review video games more, but this was one that I was like skeptical about because I felt like it could be one of those games that are like they're gonna fizzle out. There's so much hype behind them that they're gonna fizzle out. They're not gonna last. This was the opposite. It's only grown, and not only has it grown, but I'm now engrossed in it. It's not my main game or anything. World of Warcraft's still my main game. Overwatch is still my second game, but Fortnite is extremely, extremely fun. So, if for whatever reason you've been living in a cave for a while, Fortnite, I'll be talking about the main mode that most people play, and that's Battle Royale. You can play this in a group of 2, you can play this in a group of 4, you can play this solo, and it's where there's a map, and 100 people are dropped in, and you have to gather supplies, you can build, and you have to survive. And Hunger Games style, basically it's Hunger Games. Gather supplies, survive, be the last one standing, and you win. Now, I will talk about one thing that has me a little worried, and it's one of the reasons that recently I've been seeing a bit of a decline when it comes to a game like Overwatch. Overwatch is still a gigantic game, but that's sustainable content. Fortnite regularly updates. That's something that to keep into account is that they update their game a lot, and that means a lot. But at the same time, is it content that is not just replaying the content that already previously existed, or is it new things? Now, Overwatch, they do events and stuff. They always have new skins, and Fortnite does skins and stuff like that. But I'm curious to see if Fortnite lasts all this time. Right now, it is absolutely gigantic. I'm sure you guys have heard the recent thing about Drake and all that. Probably, if you haven't, go look it up. But it's gigantic, and it's probably one of the most polarizing games that have come out of recent decades when it comes to people either really, really enjoy it, or they say that it's a watered down version of what came before it. And when I say watered down version of what came before it, I mean people are saying that PUBG's better. People are saying that Fortnite is just a copy and a blatant ripoff of other better games. And the Battle Royale, that type of game has been made before, but it's not ever been done to this type of level. And I think that the reason it's catching on is because it's one of those games where it's like you play one and then you're like, well, I can play another, because it you always feel like you can get higher. Personally, I've never won a game of Fortnite. I've played quite a bit. I've gotten to the final 3. I usually get 20s and below. Excuse me. Whew. I recorded this late. But I'm excited to see where Fortnite goes from here, and I have to give it some credit that they, when they first started, even if they hyped it up and did pre-alpha testing and all that type of stuff, to get like 100 people at a time to play, that's pretty impressive. And they're constantly adding things. They're adding new areas in Fortnite. They're adding new weapons in Fortnite. They're adding new skins in Fortnite. They're adding a lot of things, and they're new modes too. And if they continue to do this, then they could sustain themselves and be a long-running game. And I'm excited to see if that's what happens, and if so, then what's going to come of it? What else are they going to do? How? Because that's one thing is as games go on, they're usually more apt to take risks. So, leave in the comment section below. Are you a fan of Fortnite? What are your thoughts on it? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. But if you like the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Keep it high, keep it tight. I'll see you next time. But until then, this is Jay Moore signing off, saying farewell.